little nervy today, huh?
I think this game was always going to look like this. And again, because they're a little bit lower in the standings, but they're a very good team. And the way they at times unbalance you with really good soccer in their defensive half, it makes them very difficult to press. It's not real formulaic. Bastian has the freedom to do what he does, and so I think at times we struggled with that. It was a hot day too, so it was kind of a battle of possession and breaking the other team down and wearing them out. And I think over the course of the game, we did a little bit better job of them with that, coupled with some belief that we have right now, and that probably pushes us through.
How do you feel about your playoff chances now after getting through this?
I feel the same way as I did before. We just have to keep pushing, and we have another most important game of the season next weekend. And that's just kind of how it's going to roll for the rest of the year, and that's okay. And I trust our guys are up for it. And wasn't. I don't think we had the greatest performance today, but there is a belief in the group that on days like this that we can still get 3 points, and that's extremely important. And that was something I think we lacked earlier in the year. All right.
What was the decision for starting Segura over maybe Stever at replacement Ariel there?
It could have went either way over there on the right. They both have really good qualities. They're a different profile player. One's a little bit more technical and does more of his work kind of east to west, and Ulysses has that ability too, but really can move north and stretch defenses and is running off the ball, and his athleticism is something we decided we needed today from the start.
How positive of an effect has Wayne Rooney had on your club since coming on board mid-season? Seems like he laid it all out there today.
He did lay it all out there. He usually does. It's in his DNA. So I think it's. I didn't know he scored the first one. I thought it was Russell, but someone just told me he scored that one too. So obviously he's chipping in. He's doing a bit in front of goal and helped with the group in the locker room. He's been great.
How'd you see that disallowed in the first half?
I didn't see it, but I heard it was a touch soft, and that was a pretty normal soccer play and a little bit of contact, but probably not something that needed to come back. But the referee saw it differently. If we lost, I'd probably be less confident about it.
In these situations where it's getting late in the season, the pressure's growing to get the points, particularly at home. What do you see in the character of some of these guys, particularly Wayne, who's been through these battles before?
I think over the last 2 months, again, you see these games where we're not at our best and things don't always go our way. Have a couple performances that aren't up to snuff, and we're still able to get 3 points. And he's been a huge part of that. But it's not necessarily him. It's in a lot of ways it's him. It's some of the additions we've made, as we spoke about before, and it's his influence on the group. The guy's a winner, and I think that does translate and rub off on some of these other guys, and make it on the little plays that matter. But again, there's other personnel stuff that we've spoken about, whether it's Russell and Junior, the way they're commanding the center of the park, and guys chipping in and being really efficient on the offensive end with our production. And, Bill coming up with a save or two a game still helps. Consistent lineups. There's a Lucho being on fire. There's a lot of things that I like about this group, and I think there's real belief. But we got 3 very good teams coming to this building, over the next few weeks, and Dallas, Toronto, and New York City, they're all as good as they come in this league, so we'll have a huge test, but I think we'll be up for it.
Whether it's compared to last year or earlier this year, is there a different feeling or confidence come the 70-minute mark when you guys are either tied or down that this group right here has that, whatever it is, to make a win out of it? Or
I don't remember too many times that we were up last year in the 70th minute, so the sample size is pretty not great. I would, you were talking about last year?
whether it's last year or
Early,
before
I would compare it
mid-July.
to kind of within this team early in the year. Yeah, there's a different mentality, I think. And it's just simply a group mentality. It's, okay, I'll do a little bit more for the next guy and make sure I'm not the guy to cost this group down the stretch. And we're also been good not only in some of maybe the defensive moments down the stretch, but we've also been able to kill off games and be good in counterattack when teams are pushing and trying to get that the tying goal. We've been able to strike back at them offensively and not just bunker in.